Do you ever have strong feelings of annoyance, displeasure, or hostility? If so, then you've experienced the second destructive character trait called anger. Yes, we've all been there with that intense emotional state that involves strong, uncomfortable, and sometimes a hostile response to a perceived provocation, hurt, or threat. Now, I'm not implying that we cannot or should not get angry, but what we do with that feeling is what matters most because it ultimately determines who is in control, you or your emotions. You see, anger ruins communication and tears apart relationships while destroying the joy and health of so many. You see, anger can be useful, but a prolonged release of the stress hormones that accompany anger can destroy neurons in areas of the brain associated with short-term memory, and it weakens the immune system. This is according to Psychology Today. Now, from a biblical worldview perspective, anger is God-given energy intended to help us solve problems. This is coming from two Greek words found in the New Testament for anger, meaning passion, energy, and agitated, boiling. But we have to be careful with anger because it can cause us to do some pretty bad things for which it may be very hard to come back from. When it is motivated by pride or distorts God's purposes, or better yet, when it is allowed to linger, is when it becomes the most dangerous. We have to be mindful that we don't let our anger become unpacified, meaning that we are unable to find or be at peace. You see, we should do our best to not hold grudges or keep things inside because of the effect it can have on us, such as irritability and depression over little things which are oftentimes unrelated to the underlying problem. You see, there is healthy anger, or what is also known as righteous anger. For example, victims of any number of traumatic events have every right to be angry, and we should also be angry. Sadly, we do not always stand up for the victims, whether that's another person or even ourselves. Get angry, but don't allow your anger to cause you to violate human decency or the sanctity of human beings to quench your thirst in the moment. Let me remind you that good things happen to bad people as much as bad things happen to good people. Because God allows all things to happen for His glory and His purpose, that He may redeem them for the good of His people. And if you want to know more about this or anything else, send me a message, because I would love to connect with you and come alongside of you and help you in any way that I can. See you in the next video.